I have worked up an initial site plan and have now reached a stage where I am unsure in how to progress. I will use the divergent deck to help overcome this problem. Blast the brightness and contrast and work with what is left. I felt this card had more application to perhaps a later stage of the design process. Most of my design process is done by hand drawing. Perhaps the deck could address this by having two sets, one for hand drawing and another for the computer. I will redraw a card. Add more detail to the context. I am apprehensive about this card as I do not think it will have any impact in helping my design process. I feel as though detailing the context will allow me to identify constraints, and as the site is a quarry, there is much landscaping to be done. However, I do not think this will help me overcome my design block. I start by detailing the surrounding trees. I begin to think about the density more accurately. Rather than one solid block, I begin to think about the spacing of individual trees and the potential views from these. As I come to where I have proposed buildings, I quickly decide where trees will be removed and planted around this space. I then add further detail to the contours of the quarry and the surrounding traffic flows. These are elements that I have already considered in my design, but due to the nature of the quick sketch style of the drawing, I have simply just not drawn them. At this point, I wonder if the card could focus on a specific piece of context, for example, detail the surrounding access. Whilst my final outcome has perhaps given me a means of thinking about some of the areas of the site, I don't feel that it was a success in helping me overcome my design block. I think this card would be most successful in an early stage of the design process, as a means to better understand constraints and opportunities of a site. I think it is a valuable tool in designing and believe the card has significance in the design process. However, I do not feel it was successful on this occasion.